Hey guys, welcome back to Corky Gachas, and in this video we're going all out to clear stage 11-30. We are going to min-max every single way, and you're going to see it in this video and use it in your run so that you can also clear stage 11-30. Let's dive right in. So as you can see, my current free-to-play progression is up to stage 12-5. Just like the video in stage 11-20, like I mentioned, I'm not going to post any videos on stage 11-10 or any of the other videos, other stages, right, excluding 11-20, 11-30 and 11-40. So if you really need help, right, you can apply some of the tricks learned in my previous videos, or you can go to my Discord channel linked in the description below to ask for help from other people or from me. I'll definitely reply when I find the time. Anyways, let's change up the graphic like this, and now we are going to look at 11-30, which is a stage most people are going to be stuck at for a very long time, because look at the CP is 236k, and I'm pretty sure if you guys have been following my videos to progress super fast, you are going to be faced with a deficit of around 70 to 80k unless you have a whale friend, right, in this run. And even then, I had to borrow one of my strongest friend units, which is in Naya. And in this video, or in this stage review itself, I'm going to showcase how I managed to use this Naya, even though it's 153 leveled, and then also at Legend Plus Ascension, I was able to barely clear it with a lot of min-maxing involved. So definitely, I'm going to tell you guys some tips, right? So first, we take a look at the team itself. There is a annoying freaking Dora, there's a Cherry, there is a Catherine, there is a Prim, as well as an Adrian, so backline Adrian. So backline Adrian is a bit harder to counter compared to frontline Adrians, whereby you can use a Chloe Ton, you can use Clara tags, even the Claire tags, right? But which I've showcased before. But with a backline Adrian, it's much more difficult, and the frontline Prim means that Prim is going to have more HP. And in this run itself, the Prim plus the Catherine is freaking OP, guys. The healing is unlimited, right? Plus the invincibility, plus the freaking healing, burst heal, whatever heal nonsense, and then Dora comes whacking on your doorstep every single day, every single moment. It just keeps smashing down on you, right? While you try to tank through the Dora, the Prim is healing a bunch. Very problematic. So what we had to do in this run itself is script this formation. We went with a full assault formation. We have no choice but to go with this, because the main key is to bring down the Prim, and we need this one strong unit to bring down the Prim, which is why we borrowed a Naya to bring down the Prim. So over here, the focus is on the Naya, and then the I think the Talia is over here, and then I have the Chloe as well as the Catherine. Also, the last unit should be Memphi. Yeah, Memphi, because we do need a lot of DPS in this run itself. So that's what we went with, full assault. And you might be wondering, hey Corky Gachas, how did you manage to eliminate the Adrian factor? And the answer is, we can't. So we just have to tank it. And then how we tank it is that we just use the Naya to tank it, and pretty much just hope that the Naya survives. However, this setup itself in particular, right, it allows the Naya to survive because we have the Catherine in the middle, and the Catherine, you know, has the invincibility skill. And once the Naya is being put to the center ground here, it's able to be covered by the invincibility of the Catherine, can heal up, can tank the damage, while the other units lose aggro once the Chloe taunts it away. So it's a very detailed setup here, this 3 key units. And Memphi is here to eliminate the factor whereby we need DPS, right? So we are trying to increase crit and also to decrease the defense of the opponent unit, especially the Prim, and while the Naya just chunks her away. And once you kill the Prim, still not out of the woods, right? So definitely need a strong Naya here. If you have like a Origin Memphi friend, right, just use Origin Memphi friend, you should be able to clear it in place of the Naya. Otherwise, a Vivi also works in place of Naya. Vivi is strong here because the enemy kind of clumps up, right? So once you get the Vivi gets put into the middle, Vivi should be able to AoE all of them down. So that is why it's also very useful from a DPS aspect. And lastly, if you don't have Memphi, I'm not sure why you might not have Memphi. Maybe you are super unlucky you cannot have Memphi, right? Then maybe you can try to use a Clara to dash in and then do damage onto Prim itself. But if you want to run the Clara itself, or the Claire itself, I would suggest you to put it on this slot instead of, like, so you would likely run it like this instead of that. Okay, the only reason why we are putting Memphi on this slot right here is because if I were to put Memphi on this slots, right, Memphi will get put instead of Naya, which is very weird. I don't know why, but Memphi does get put if I put her in this slot. So I have to put her in this slot so that she's nearer to the Adrian, and then Adrian cannot pull her. And Adrian will pull the Naya, which is slightly more tanky for this setup. So this is the exact lineup that I use. And there are a lot of min-maxing when it comes to the gameplay, but we'll dive right into the gameplay so that you can see where the min-maxing happens. So right here you can see the Talia is at level 131, but the rest of units are at level 121. So the focus is on the Naya, which is level 153 Legend Plus, right? Very, very important. If you guys want to say that, hey, you have a whale friend, please, if I don't have this friend, I can't clear this stage. And I think this is one of the lowest level whereby you can clear it with, right? 140 plus above Legend Plus. Either Naya or Vivi. That's the baseline. I think very hard to clear with otherwise. And you can see Naya get put. We don't have anything to cancel the Adrian tag. However, Naya is almost at full HP because it's super strong at Legend Plus, and also because the Catherine invincibility attack did hit it, right? So here, the focus is I am only going to use the Naya skill when the Prim finish its main skill, right? So you don't want to use the Naya skill before the Prim uses her heal. This is to min-max, right? Otherwise, you don't have enough DPS to kill it between the Prim heals, and she's going to definitely out-heal your damage. Very, very important. So right here, also one thing to note is that because they have a Catherine, you don't want to use your skill when Catherine uses her invincibility. So you can see right here, I'm in full manual mode. I'm just trying to see and predict when the Catherine is going to use her invincibility. I'm going to dodge it. So here, as fast as possible, we want to slip the Prim. And here, I think the Prim is going to get off another ulti, but we just want to kill off one unit before she gets another skill off to heal the units, right? So here, let's see if we kill it. Okay, finally kill it. So definitely, if you guys are unlucky, you might not be able to kill the Prim over here. You might have to wait for one more ulti, but that is totally fine. As long as you min-max to this stage, right, you should be able to clear on the third ulti, if I'm not wrong. You can see we still have a lot of time, 26 seconds. So definitely enough time for one more ulti to clear this stage. But you'll see something ridiculous. Naya did a whole bunch of damage. Look at this, 1.8 M damage. The rest of the units are just supplementing her. So that about does it for the stage review for stage 11-30, and I hope you guys truly benefited from this video, and I hope that you can clear this wall. But please don't be discouraged if you cannot clear 11-30. It's meant to be a DPS check. It's really, really difficult. So if you really can't clear it, take a chill pill, right? Rest for a couple days. Once all your units are up again, rent another friend. By then, your friends should have leveled up also, and then you should be able to clear it pretty easily. And if you have friends that have not progressed as far as you, definitely share them, link them this playlist over here so that they can also pass stages and progress in the game of Eversoul. I'll see you guys over there. This is Corky Gachas signing off.